Hey, what's good? This is your boy, Mr. Fourth Quarter, coming at you again. Another one, another blog, back on my shit again. This one here, Guntitles versus NWX, that went down at Double Impact. Now, before I get into all of this, man, look. It's a lot of shit going on out there right now after this battle. Talk about the gassing, how battle rap bloggers are fucking up battle rap, shit like that. I only got a few things to say about that. The thing about bloggers fucking up battle rap, it actually gives y'all exposure in battle rap. And when y'all, some of the battle rappers get a little bit high, they feel they may not need help, and you may not need the fucking help. It is what it is. But I think what we here for is to provide you insight that some people may not be willing to tell you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're fans. That's what we are. We're fans. Now, just as in sports and football, basketball, whatever, you got your critics. You have people that's going to tell you, hey, this is happening, you may need to fix this, and we try to be respectful about it, you know what I'm saying? But for the sake we fucking up battle rap is a reach, my nigga. That is a reach, because there's a million other things out there fucking up battle rap other than niggas like me, Bias, Angry Fan, Black, just to name a few. It's a lot of bloggers out there. We try to keep it cool for the culture, but we speak our minds. We can't temper anything just because you all exist. That's something that shouldn't be desired by you all. You think we're gonna temper it, and you have to figure, man, with social media and stuff, the outlets that we have, just as much as you have, we're able to voice our opinions more, but we tailor it to ensure that we don't have any beef with anybody. You know what I'm saying? If you want to DM me, hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. I tell you my perspective, but you'll get my perspective right here. But that's all I gotta say on that, man. But on this shit, man, Guntitles versus NWX. The way I'm gonna approach this is 5 things that went wrong for NWX. You already seen the battle. The battle already dropped. And clear consensus, Guntitles took that shit. Guntitles took it, and they lost that battle before they walked in the door. NWX lost that battle before they walked in the door. And the reason why I say that is because, like I said, there are things before the battle that even fucked up DNA K-Shine's outcome. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. The first thing I got, anticipation. Nigga, you got Roc, you got Surf. I'm going to say that again. You got Roc and you got Surf. There's no fucking way these fans are going to allow NWX, i.e. DNA and K-Shine, primarily DNA, really if you think about this shit, to beat Guntitles. It won't gonna fucking happen. If you look at that gassing in the building, but I will say this, some of that gas is warranted. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because let's not act like them niggas wasn't spitting hot fucking fire. Let's not act like that shit wasn't fire, nigga. Man, and I'm gonna go into one of my favorite bars right here of the battle that shook the whole building. Roll clip.
Big T fingers after lunch. Do them greasy. Before the shot, T-shirt. After the shot, Yeezy. Before the cut, Shumper. After the cut, Beasley. Guntitles, nigga. Fuck these niggas.
That's probably like my 6th to 7th to 8th reason why they lost this battle. They lost this shit in the first round. But like I said, the anticipation for Guntitles teaming up already started in the fall. So now the fans get what they want in fucking February. And DNA and K-Shine, we seen that already. So it's like the new iPhone that's coming out. Everybody wants their new fucking toy. Everybody wants to play with their new toy. NWX was the first new toy. Then all of a sudden we had other toys in the 2-on-2. Now we got K-Shine and we got Roc and Surf. 2 of the biggest on the URL platform. Do you really think the fans is gonna allow you to win? Fuck no. But it didn't make it no better for you when, you know, the footage dropped in the building. It was ugly. So at the end of the day, anticipation, man. That was one thing that went wrong in the DNA K-Shine battle against Guntitles. Second thing I got went wrong for you all. Saturation. You niggas need to learn to take fucking business classes, okay? You can't saturate the fucking market. People gonna get tired of you. When last time you seen Lil Wayne drop an album? Motherfuckers gonna get tired of you. You know what I'm saying? If you really look at it, last year, DNA alone probably took about 20 plus battles. And then Shine, after the verb ass whipping that he gave him, he tags on and they just go ape shit on battles. So you got tired of seeing them. You're like, what's next? You're not giving me anything new. And don't get me fucked up, because DNA to me is fire. His flow is switched up, his delivery is switched up, and everything. I still am a big DNA supporter. I like Shine as well, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of the people don't want to continue to see 2-on-2s because it's not too many people that's going to be able to team up in these 2-on-2s. So you figure at the end of the fucking day, it's like, what's my new toy, like I said, and your saturation. Like, people are, it's a clear consensus that people feeling you're battling entirely too much. And now you got this NWX world tour. Like, nigga, y'all just need to calm the fuck down. But who am I? Who am I? I'm just telling you that's what happens. Even though if a DNA or K-Shine battle drop, I'll watch this shit. But if you're talking about a 2-on-2 where we've seen you Marv One Quest recorded motherfucking NYB, we've seen you go against Cakes twice. We've seen you go against E for Real and Jeff. Like, nigga, how many more are you gonna do? And like I said, you're going against a newly paired group with and then you're saturated. People are not going to really want to hear your bars. They may want to listen because it's an anticipated matchup, but the buzz has died down for you. So that's another one that went bad for you. Saturation. Third one, crowd control. Nigga, look at all of this shit that happened in this battle, even in the first round. Look at all of these crowd issues. Roll that footage, man. Roll the footage.
Fuck these niggas. Fuck these niggas. Fuck these niggas. Fuck these niggas. Fuck these niggas.
Just take a look at it. The crowd went fucking crazy almost every bar. And shout out to Unbiased because he pointed this out. It took one bar almost 45 seconds to come back. Nigga, the crowd control, they ain't have crowd control over that shit, man. And when you're dealing with that, and then the whole first round was almost 13 to 15 minutes long. DNA K-Shine, you can't fuck with that. You had no crowd control. Like, even when you were spitting your bars, niggas wasn't really jumping up in the air for you. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't have crowd control. You couldn't take that shit away. And then after the first round, you spit your first round. Then the second round, it got even, I don't want to say it got worse, but it was almost just as much as the first round. You know what I'm saying? So crowd control really went bad for you. So you got to fix that shit. Next one, star power. I looked at this battle about 4 times already. And now it's almost at 600,000 views. And this battle dropped last Thursday. So within a 4-day time span, that shit hit almost 600,000 views. I think the one that went that fast was Lux and Clips. And it's because you're putting Tay Roc and Tsu Surf together. That's star power. And that shit translates in the building. It translates in the building, so you gotta find a way to subdue that. You know what I'm saying? So out the gate, you was not favored. You know what I'm saying? Just because of that star power alone. If you would have probably went up against, let's say, Briz and T-Top, you know, it'd have probably been a different story. You know what I'm saying? The star power wouldn't have been there. But Surf has 3 million views on fucking battles. Roc has 1-2 million views on battles. Roc is a fucking dude to URL. Surf is, you know, known as a good battler, dude on URL. So that star power was just entirely too much for you going into that battle. When that trailer released, niggas already knew what time it was. It was just gonna be fucking crazy. And it all translated into the building with the star power. So that's another thing that went wrong. And finally, my 5th thing that went wrong with you all was delivery. If you look at Guntitles delivery, primarily 4-bar setups. And the rate of delivery, when you slow your bars down and you're able to say everything in a bar, people can catch it and then react. You may have to bring it back just to get the buzz again, just to, you know, the big T, tall T shit. I don't know how much shit they brought back in the first round. It was ridiculous. But the thing is, when you all went in the first round, you just sped through the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all had the one with the counter suit and stuff like that, and then you ended that bar. It may had a little spice in it because of your performance, but I really ain't hear the end of the shit. Your delivery has to slow down. And I know DNA, I watched a lot of your battles, bro. You're speeding up your delivery just a bit with the punch, the fast rapid fire. That's cool, but you gotta talk to these niggas. Y'all gotta really, really talk to these niggas. And then learn how to balance that delivery so people can hear you in the room. You know what I'm saying? And then you're talking what? I think it was at what? Either Irving Plaza, I wanna say? Nah, nigga. All the motherfuckers, it's hot as shit in there. Big ass room. They need to hear every fucking bar. Every bar. But man, those are the 5 things I said that went bad for NWX. Anticipation, saturation, crowd control, star power, delivery. Look, man, let me talk my shit right quick. As far as this battle is concerned, for me, do I think it was gassed? Some of it. Some of it. And that shit's bad. Nigga, every bar ain't hot. Like I said in my last blog, every bar ain't fucking hot. But the way I'm looking at this shit, man, is like the whole fight situation. You got Roc, you got Shine. And then you had Surf. Surf inserts himself a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I give credit to Surf because Surf really didn't want the gas, if you really think about it. He was like, hey, they gonna say it's gas, they gonna say it's gas. So he already know what time it is. And then he seems like he led the charge of the bars throughout the first round. Like, you know, hey, all right, let's pick up back here. Come on, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Roc feeding the crowd, because that's what Roc do. Roc feeds in front of the crowd. Look at the DNA fucking Tay Roc battle. Even though I think DNA won that shit, but Tay Roc was feeding off the crowd. And that's what he does. I get it. So you got to learn how to pull that shit from him. Cal did that shit real good at Summer Madness 5. Clips did it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn how to shift that from Tay Roc. But as far as the gassing is concerned, nigga, them bars was hot, yo. Like, I don't know how many times I threw my phone across the room, nigga. Damn, bars was hot. Big T, tall T. Smack, the Beasley cut line, the Gold Dust line, yo, some of that gas was warranted, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the fight, man, I don't even really want to touch on this shit. Because at the end of the day, man, like, you guys are businessmen. Roc and Surf, this was an easy bag for you. It was an easy bag. And for you all to let your emotions get in it, you know, not be in check, that's just something that, you know, at the end of the day, you know, should be addressed. I mean, Beasley coming in with the strength of fucking 10 men, that shit was crazy. But you know something, I think, man, even though you all talks about, you know, they don't want the drama and stuff, they actually like that shit because it builds up to everything else. And then what did you see at the end of the fucking battle? Unfinished business too. So they know what the fuck they doing. They're great at marketing because you fucking fans are going to buy into it. You fucking fans are buying into it. I'm like, alright, you said that all it looked like was a setup. That's all it looked like. Because at the end of the day, it's like damn near like wrestling. It's damn near like wrestling. Everything has a storyline. You have a battler who comes out, say, hey, you know, they call out somebody in this battle or that battle. Same shit they be having in wrestling. All of a sudden, you see somebody on Monday Night Raw call out somebody else. And you're like, where the fuck did this come from? So it all builds up to keep the culture going. And I get it. And I get it. Do I support fighting and all that shit? No, I don't, man, because I'm going to pay money to go to a venue. I want to pay money for a battle. I want to see you guys be professional on stage because you're getting a good amount for battles, not to be fucking fighting. You know what I'm saying? So just get all of that shit straight. Do what the fuck you got to do, man. But other than that, man, y'all tell me what y'all think about my 5 things that went wrong with this battle, man. You know, I got more shit that's going to come out. Gonna keep y'all informed in the culture. One more time, this your boy, Mr. Fourth Quarter. Tell niggas something different. I'm out. Peace.